Para sa pangarap, tuloy ang laban. Ito ang inyong singer-composer-host ng theme song, Ang Awit ng Buhay Mo, Coach Elma D. Zuniga. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Mga ka-Life Librarians, sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng paghatid ng aral at saya sa bawat isa. Sa Life Library, halina't makibahagi ng inspirasyon at kalakasan sa gitna ng kabiguan at kahinaan. Sa Life Library, halina't samahan si Doc Esme. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Hello everyone! Let's enjoy this beautiful life together. Share us your story. Your story matters and your life matters to us. Sama-sama tayo sa TLC. This is Coach Dalia. God bless!
Sa hirap at ginhawa,
lungkot at ligaya,
dapat ang pamilya sama-sama sa TLC.
Hindi mo kailangang solohin ang lahat ng laban sa buhay. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Mornings will always remind us how blessed we are, because every gising is a blessing. This is Coach Des Ballesteros of Woke Up Like Des, sama-sama sa TLC.
Napakarami po natin pinagdadaanan sa mundong ito, pero tandaan po natin na minsan lang po ang buhay. Gawin po nating makulay. Huwag na po nating dagdagan ang problema natin sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay sa mundong ito. Muli po, ito po si Coach Ed na nagsasabi sa inyong sama-sama sa TLC.
Bawat buhay may pinagdaanan. Dahil ito'y parang isang gulong, kung minsan nasa ilalim, kung minsan naman nasa ibabaw. Subalit ng lahat ng ito'y ating malalampasan, sama-sama sa TLC.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Pause, Just Listen. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Daddy, good evening.
Hi, good evening everyone and good evening, Coach Senas.
Hello, Coach Sisoy. Good evening. Welcome to Choose Family.
Tuesday. Kumusta po kayo?
Kumusta everyone? Kumusta kayo dyan sa Manila? No? Magandang gabi sa inyo. Please stay safe. No? I hope that everybody is really very cautious right now. No? Make sure that you follow all the health protocols. Stay safe.
Yes.
Vitamins, and rest, di ba?
Oo, and yung wag nating kalimutan, yung very basic, no? Maghugas ng kamay, wear your mask, and always
social
distancing, no? Yung mga basic, no? Wag nating kalimutan.
And of course, our friends in the Visayas, no? In Cebu, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. In Bohol, maadjong gabi sa inyong tanan. And for our friends also in the Waray region, no? Maupay na gabi. No? So many of you, no? And of course, your friends also from Southern Leyte, affected definitely, no? Nung nakaraang typhoon Odette. No? So until now, some do not have water pa, some do not have electricity. But what we are celebrating about now is that may mga areas na na bumalik na yung electricity, tas may water na. But you know, a lot of our friends in the Visayas and areas in Mindanao as well, Surigao and Dinagat ba yun, Dad?
Yes.
And Siargao area. Yeah, they do need help. So if you have something extra, please reach out to those associations, no, gathering donations for our Typhoon Odette victims. Please give, no. So let's help.
And
our
our
friends.
hearts also goes to yung family namin sa Naga.
Mhm.
Cebu right now, no, medyo affected din kami kasi the brother of my mother died 2 days ago.
Oo,
So,
si
Tio Sinon.
Tio,
So,
oo.
prayers, no, for Tio Sinon and sa mga family namin dyan sa Naga.
Yes. And of course, our friends and family here in Mindanao, no, mga taga Davao, no, good evening, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Madayaw.
Oo, Madayaw.
Madayaw. And
Oo, so let's also stay safe, ladies and gentlemen, no?
yes.
I-maintain natin to na medyo mababa pang alert levels natin, no?
Yes.
So hopefully this does not go any worse, no? But yeah. Right.
And so we would like to encourage everyone to please share the link.
Yes.
Paki-share ng link sa mga
Share the link.
kaibigan natin para naman they also makarinig sila ng mga maganda something new tonight na pag-usapan natin.
Yes.
This is very important.
This is important and very, very interesting. No, and I'm sure you also have something to share, with the
Yes.
topic that we have today. So please feel free to chat in the chat box,
Chat
no?
box.
Send in your comments, no? Or share your experience as well.
Share your thoughts.
Yes,
to
and
us.
share the link.
Yes, right.
Oo, kasi Dad, ano ba yung pag-usapan natin tonight?
Okay, so ang pag-usapan natin tonight is very important na siya na very important kasi it talks about a very basic basic thing na dapat daw. We focus on the family tayo kasi choose family Tuesday
Yes,
tayo.
Choose Family Tuesday.
Okay, so itong bagay na to kasi palagi itong meron tayong connect to your workplace, connect to your people. But dito nakakalimutan natin to connect with our family.
With the family,
Okay,
no?
so let's talk about connection,
Connection.
connectedness.
Yes, being connected, no?
Mm.
And tonight, no, we thought that this is something that is very, very important because now in the advent of modern technology, na supposedly the purpose, the aim of modern technology is to make sure that we are all connected.
Yes.
By improving communication, correct?
Yes.
However, what we noticed though is that lately, while supposedly communication systems have improved, we are getting less and less connected with each other.
Yes.
No, bakit?
Okay, but before that, Coach Senas, ikaw muna gusto kong sabihin sa kanila, ano yung pinanggalingan ng word na connect.
Connect.
Kasi mas power kasi siya pag nalaman talaga natin yung word, no? So, from the Latin word na connectere. Connectere. Meaning ng con is together.
Yep.
Diba? So, pag sinabing con sa Latin, together yan.
Together.
Pag sinabi naman nectere is about bind. So,
Okay. Bind together.
Bind together.
Oh, wow. So that's why we have that word connect.
Yes, connect. So we need to bind together. Yan ang pinaka-importante.
And in connection naman with the family, no? The reason why we thought about talking about connectedness in the family, it's because it encompasses communication, being able to support each other, no, and at the same time nurture a relationship that tightens the bond in the family. So it's all about building that bond and that bond.
Yeah.
Right?
Ang kasi love, palagi kasing ang palagi ko sinasabi dun sa mga talks ko, a lot of people are just communicating but without connecting.
Yeah, because paano nga yung communication?
Communication is message sent, message received, di ba? But the most important thing is naintindihan ba?
Yeah.
Yun yung palagi doon, no?
Yeah.
And yung connectedness naman na pinag-usapan natin is really being there to that person.
Yes.
Being there. So it's more than communication, no? Na alam mo na kahit nakaupo kayo diyan, but mayroon kayong frequency, the same frequency kayo.
Same
level of frequency. So may connection.
Yes.
May connection.
And when earlier I was saying being able to communicate, being able and supporting each other and building relationships. And this relationship is between husband and wife, parent and child, and then between siblings.
Kahit sa relationship sa mga jowa or shota, di ba? Ano, nag-usap na kayo, oo.
They're still there.
May connection ba? May spark ba? Yeah, lagi natin tinatanong. So, that's the thing that we would like, no, to have, no, the perspective of connection.
Correct. No, so before we move forward, Dad, mag-greet naman tayo sa mga guests natin, very early guests. Today, of course, are ever supportive, no?
Coach
Loretta. Hello, Coach. Good evening. Yes, blessed Tuesday. And, Barbie's back, Barbs. May Wi-Fi na kayo. Good evening. Kumusta kayo sa Cebu? Yeah, no? So, Barbie. And then, thank you, Coach Loretta. No? And, of course, Coach Bong is there. Good evening.
Good evening,
Power couple. Yan naman tayo, no?
Watching from Batangas.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hey,
it's nice to know our audience are from all over my Batangas. And of course, our Miss Iloilo natin, si Sandy's there. Advance happy anniversary daw.
Yeah.
Yung may isa pang advance.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Fishing for greetings.
Magkasunod kasi anniversary and birthday ni Coach Jenas.
Parang naging regalo yung kasal.
So, parang isa na lang ang
gift.
Yes, okay.
Yes. So thank you for joining us tonight. Please don't forget to share the link. No, and please comment on the chat box on what do you think about being connected in the family.
Yes.
No, what do you is connectedness, or share your thoughts. All right? Please move forward, Daddy. Yes.
Okay, so ahead. Bakit ba importante yung connectedness sa family?
Yeah.
Bakit dapat connected tayo? No? So according to the study daw, kailangan may connection kasi it promotes understanding.
Yes.
May understanding siya kasi minsan kasi in the family hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na walang understanding or misunderstanding.
It's difficult to maintain the family if there's so much misunderstanding.
So kailangan mag-communicate, kailangan mag-connect. Okay, para may leveling off tayo. Magka-level, maintindihan natin na ano ba yung niya, ano ba yung gusto ni Papa at Mama ko?
Anong gusto niya sabihin?
Yeah, ano bang gusto ng mga anak din? No? So very important yan. So the first is we have to connect and communicate because we want to understand each other.
Yep.
Okay? And number two, we have to solve a problem. Okay? Kasi most common family problem is miscommunication. Miscommunication yan. So dapat daw kung may connectedness and may communication, di ba? So we are solving a problem.
Yes.
Okay? So number three also, it encourages support. Kasi sa family naman, di ba? Hindi naman lahat bed of roses. Yeah, may good times.
For my thorns din
minsan. May good times at bad times.
Yes.
Diba? So we really have to connect, connect and communicate, na saang level ka na ba? And lastly, yung connectedness and communication is it forms a tighter band. May band. Yung sinasabi natin na bind together. When you communicate and when you connect with each other.
Connect, and definitely establishing connectedness in the family is not a one-time big time thing. It's a daily thing that we need to all work at, and it's also a daily learning for all of us.
Yeah, yung natin sinasabi na daily grind.
Yes.
Okay, it's a day-to-day thing talaga.
And sometimes we fail, and sometimes we have our wins.
Yes, yes. And hindi tayo do not be discouraged when that thing happens to you. Kasi yun na nga, di ba? Up and down, di ba? Kung titingnan lang natin yung heartbeat, di ba? Yung heartbeat, meaning to say, may ups and downs sa buhay natin. Ibig sabihin, buhay tayo.
Yeah.
Kasi pag nag-level na yan, wala na, di ba? Wala na tayo dyan.
Yeah, kasi daw, Dad, yung connectedness daw, di ba you said earlier the importance, but basically to summarize it, but it is needed because everyone really needs to feel, when you are in a family, everyone needs to feel that they are understood, that they are appreciated, that they're taken care of, they're being supported, di ba? So, and being connected really plays a big role there, right?
Yung bang kasali ka, kasali ka doon sa core, na kahit na kung hindi ka naglalaro, but you're part of the team.
Or if maybe, you're 5 in the family, 3 are having a conversation, even if the 2 are just listening, it doesn't mean they're excluded.
Yes.
They're still connected.
Yeah, they're still connected. Or kahit na ano ka, no, malayo ka, out of the house or out the home. Di ba minsan, mga iba nasa ibang lugar na nagtatrabaho, but still, no, you are connected. No? Kasi sabi nga nila, parang puno yan love eh. Tree, di ba? Oo, yung mga branches natin, kahit saan na pumupunta, but still, no, yung roots natin are isa-isa lang.
Yeah.
So we are connected with each other.
Yeah. Please chat in the chat box, no. What is one evidence that there's connectedness in your family?
Yeah.
No? So for example, like kami, no? Let's say ako tsaka si Sandy, connectedness with the raised eyebrow, meron na kami.
Yeah.
Meron na kami understanding, di ba?
Di ba?
Mga ganyan.
Sa mga anak, pag ganun ni mama, di ba? Alam mo na. Di ba? Alam mo na ibig sabihin noon. Diba?
But of course, connectedness is really so much deeper than that. No?
Yes.
And we will be going through all that. No? So one example is actually, getting the children involved in tasks. No, kasi minsan when, tendency kasi natin, we don't want for our children to get hurt, to get tired, to make a mistake and all. The tendency natin as parents is to take over everything. Diba? But allowing pala children to have tasks in the home, to have responsibilities, allows them to be connected to what is really going on, no? To the reality of the home. No? So, yan ang example. Yan example mo dyan.
Ang i-add ko lang dyan is, sabi nga nila is, if you want your children to be grounded, no, you have to put responsibilities on their shoulder.
Correct. And what better example than what we have been doing these days? Walang yaya bells, no? Walang yaya bells. So the tasks in the home has been divided. Oh, wow. No? So we have KB washing the dishes and Rafi cooking, no? And then si Kuya nag-aalsa, no? And then so it's really shared. And Sandy, before she left, was organizing everything, and it's good. It's because everybody feels that they are able to contribute, no, to the daily thing that is going on in the house, right, Dad?
Yes.
Agree. All right. So another way that din daw of being connected, no, or knowing that there's connectedness is being able to know the limitations naman of each other. Diba? Ano yung mga, being able to understand na, right now, my child has a limitation emotionally, may pinagdadaanan yan, sige lang, pagbiyan muna natin that, or there's a physical limitation, o hindi siya makahelp right now kasi may work, no? Or also knowing their strengths, no? So balance yan, their strengths and limitations as well. Tama ba, Dad?
Yeah, mayroon kasi umasok sa isip ko na yun bang we are talking about limitation kasi palagi natin sinasabi, I don't know how we take it, yung bang na parang tinuturuan natin yung bata na lahat kaya, di ba, everything, di ba, what mind can conceive, no, pwede natin gawin, pero when you talk about limitation, ang tingin ko kasi dyan, we should also as parents, we should be also in a real
on the reality
level. Yeah.
Make them aware also that there are things that they may not be able to do. No, but again, no, it's a balance of us encouraging them at the same time getting them into the reality of what can and cannot be done.
Yung palagi kasi namin ni Coach Senas na yun nga, yung bringing talaga doon sa reality. Kasi minsan yun na nga, tayo rin yung yung iba experience na may mga kakausap sa coaching, di ba? Minsan kasi yun nga, tayo rin ang nag-feed na you can do it. Tama naman yun, but para bang to the point na everything you can do. And pag nandoon na yun sila, hindi we realize na hindi pala totoo.
Or like they feel like, kaya mo yan. So it's, of course, we'll always be doing that, no? But we also need to make them fully aware of what are the challenges that they may encounter.
Yes. The process ba? Kasi minsan, we are facing the mountain Everest. Kaya natin umakyat doon, but we have to be aware what are the processes, what are the discipline that we need to do para makaakyat tayo doon.
Para maabot natin yung
Mount Everest natin. O minsan kasi kayang-kaya, push lang ng push, di ba? So, para sa amin, very important talaga na as parent, no? Sabi nga dito is you have to tell the truth, no? You have to tell the truth sa mga bata or tayo rin, no? Sa mag-asawa na dapat alam natin na ano yung kaya, ano yung hindi.
Oo. Diba, Dad, no? Like parang gustong-gusto ko talaga maging singer pero I cannot sing.
Di ba? Ganon. Diba?
Reality yun, di ba?
Yes, totoo yung sinabi ni. Kasi minsan gusto natin
so, sinabihan mo talaga ako, Dad. Ano ka na lang, mag-work ka na lang, huwag ka na mag-singer.
Totoo yun. Kasi minsan tayo,
Joke.
Yung mga bata, i-encourage natin, kaya. Pero actually, alam natin na pag nandun siya sa stage, mapo-frustrate lang siya.
Frustrate. So, we help them discover their talents, no? And that is where we develop them at.
Yes.
Right?
No?
So
that's
we help them develop new skills, but let them discover where they're really good at and support them
so
there.
That's the point of you are connected with them.
Correct.
Connected kasi sa kanila because you don't want them to also to fail. Kasi fail expectation eh. Sinasabi mo na, okay, rara lang rara. Pero,
no, so connectedness, no? Ano yun Dad eh? What we are actually saying now is that connectedness starts with self. Being aware of yourself, no? Where my limitations and all. And so therefore, by having that, you are able now to be able to connect better with others as well.
Yeah, great.
Yes. Of course, we also, connectedness is also, evidence or manifested by the values that is being shared in the family.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
No? So like, for example, what I always teach my children, because there are like 4 children in the house, and everybody, all of them loves eating. Diba? So one thing talaga na sinasabi ko sa kanila, here in this house, in this table, nobody fights over food. Nobody fights over food.
Hindi natin sila sabi na ubusin yan kasi kawawa yung sa Africa.
No. What I'm really saying is that there's enough for everybody. So there's no reason to fight. And so that also means that you have to share.
Yes.
No? Whatever is there on the table has to be shared.
Yes.
So they really know that that's a pet peeve in the family, no? For me, that's a pet peeve talaga na mag-away over food. No, so alam nila yan. So that's one thing also that we really maintain in the house. How about you, Dad? Your example of a family, value or a trait that we
isa sa tinuturo namin sa mga bata is di ba? Di ba? Ngayon tinuturuan natin mga bata na inutusan natin na bumili ng something, di ba? Mga bata natin, mga kids namin, di ba? Sa grocery ngayon tinuturuan na namin yan, pinapabili, di ba? Para marunong sila how to be responsible. And di ba yung mga sukli?
Yes.
Ang mga sukli. Kasi minsan kasi, di ba, kahit na maliit, the usual thing is hindi na ibibigay. But again, we are very proud na sila, kahit na down.
Binabalik talaga. Or dinedeclare.
Yeah,
diba?
tinuturo namin yan. Kasi looking at the big picture kasi, ito yung kasi minsan, na epekto sa mga bata. I hope, na this is something that it's an insight from Coach Sisoy, Coach Senas, na hindi rich kasi doon sila na lang mag-isa. Minsan magtrabaho sila. Di ba? And may mga pera. Bigger things na sasabi na, anyway, di ba? So, sanay naman sila na hindi na sila sasauli. Di ba? So, we have to teach as early as now na pag may pera, you have to, and kung ibigay yan sa iyo ng mother or father mo, that's the moment. Pero wag mong itago talaga. Okay, so that's the thing na tinuturo namin sa kanila.
Dad, when we have a certain, value or a routine or a tradition that we're keeping the family, that also helps with connectedness because we share that commonality.
Yes, okay.
No?
Example, before kumain dapat mag-pray, no? Minsan mag-pray talaga. These are rituals kasi. Rituals that will connect us, connect with each other. Meaning to stop what you are doing because you have to connect. Kasi magdadasal muna tayo. Okay? Yun yung mga simpleng bagay, but these are simple discipline of connectedness. Okay?
And one trait and one value that we also teach our children is all about friendship as well.
Yes.
no? Reaching out to people, alam mo yun, you know, we teach them how to communicate so that they can relate also to other people. So itong mga batang ito, no, si Sandy, si Gaby, no, kuya, no, they are like ano, parang when it comes with two friends, parang sila yung mga ate-ate.
Yeah.
Diba? And and if they're Rafi also, no, and when there is somebody like new, somebody's new, usually sila yung nag-reach out, no, and welcome to the group, ganyan. So I'm very proud of them that way.
Yeah. Sabi nga nila, diba, tell me who your friends are.
And I'll tell you.
And iko-contact trace kita. Nabasa ko lang yan sa Facebook. Oops. Di ba? Tell me your friends are. And iko-contact trace.
Yeah. No? So those are, that also really establishes connectedness. All right. And of course, the physical, you know, expressions, no, of love, and, you know, yung namimiss mo yung tao and all, no? So, yung hugging, yung kissing, di ba? No? So, that actually also establishes connectedness in the family. So, how are you in your family? Ganun din po ba kayo, yung physical? Di ba kasi merong like, you know, pag magkita, no? After a long time, like when Sandy came back to Davao, no, parang sobrang sobrang grabing sigawan, as in they were very excited about it and they were always hugging each other. And may ugali tong mga girls ko na minsan lang parang I need a kiss or I need a hug, 'di ba? Yung ganyan. So, but when they're sad also and when they are in a mood, ayaw din. That also expresses a mood when when they don't want to have that physical contact with others, right? Right, Dad?
Yes. Dumaan kasi yung pusa.
So,
kasi nung dumating kasi si Sandy, nagsigawan kasi sila.
Sigawan.
Diba?
So, nawala.
Yung mga pusa, di ba? 2 days
2 hours naman.
2 hours ba? No, hinanap talaga namin kasi natakot eh. Kina-remind ako.
Yes.
Diba? Very excited sila, yung mga bata, singer, ate, no?
Manifestation also of connectedness. It's even when things are not being said, there's understanding that, you know, there's something going on. And being able to reach out to somebody who's sad, no? And may you know, if I'm sure you have observed that in your own families as well. When somebody is withdrawing, no? Ayaw sumasali sa mga
connectedness also is being there for mga special occasions.
Correct.
Huwag natin kalimutan.
Spending time.
Spending time na kahit natawagan mo lang, diba, i-text mo lang. Because if there's a special occasion, special birthday, walang tao na magagalit. Actually, expected nila yan eh. Natatawagan sila, i-text sila, di ba? Especially ngayong panahon na ito, no? This is the best time na mangumusta ka sa mga friends mo.
Okay. We before we go to some reminders, I see a lot of comments on the chat box already. No, I think Coach Doc Arwen is actually there, and hi, Anali, hi, no?
Anali.
Sabi niya sa text, ang mama ko dati mahilig mag-caps lock. Feeling ko always nagdududa o galit saan ako pumupunta, di ba?
Yes.
Pero Anali, baka naman kasi, you know, like ako, it took me a while before understanding, hala, pag caps lock pala, galit.
Yes.
No? So, baka lang, it's a technical issue.
Or mas kasi siya, mas mabasa niya kung caps lock.
Yan, baka lang din, no?
Yes. Sinabi naman niya caps lock, pero sabi naman niya, padala kita ng pera, okay lang.
Okay lang.
Kahit na caps lock, ilang caps lock
Hello,
lang.
Ann, padala ako ng 10,000 pesos pero naka-caps lock, okay lang yun.
Okay lang yun.
Just
diba?
kidding, no? And Coach Ryan is saying, children can grow family first. Yes, of course they grow fast, no? So thank you for joining us. Yes, and wow. Hi, finally you're here.
Si Arthur, si Jojo.
Harris.
From Jensen, no?
Jensen
Kumusta
naman
sa mga
ito.
Harris family dyan?
And yan si
Luz.
Luz. Yes.
Okay, si Kokay, Coco.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's saying right. Right? Good dad. Okay. And Coach Bong is saying the most important aspect of a happy family is family connection, ability to communicate, support, and enhance relationships among family members. Yes, exactly what we were saying, Brad Bong. No, so when we establish and develop connectedness in the family,
that's why, di ba? That's why
it's all about communication and support.
That's why meron tayong
daily building that relationship.
Sorry
Sorry.
kasi meron sa ating tinatawag na family reunion. O kasi we want to connect.
Yes.
Di ba? O alam natin na sino yung mga bago, di ba? Di ba?
Sino nagdagdag, sino nabawas.
O kaya we have to connect, di ba? Kaya yun ang purpose ng family reunion.
Yeah.
Di ba? To know, so magkakilala. We want to connect with each other.
Yes.
Yan ang ginagawa ng family reunion. Kaya lang something na mayroong kaibigan na lawyer. Sabi niya, it's very sad na yung mga family reunion doon sa court. Kasi may mga bagay na nag-aaway.
Yeah.
And doon na nila sinisettle sa court. Sabi niya, it hurts me, na dapat hindi darating sa doon na punto.
Yeah.
So, very important talaga that we should connect with a smile.
Connect with a smile, positively.
Yeah.
All right. Also, sabi ni Anali, may stage sa life ng teenager na di sila connected, lalo pag gathering of reunion with relatives, correct? Pero after mga 18 years old, nakikipag-usap na. Yes, let's talk about that. And when we come back, we'll just have a short break for some reminders. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saluhin ng biyaya bawat umaga. Delikap po, 6:30 AM dito sa TLC.
Good evening po, good evening, minsan pa. Nagmamagandang gabi po tayo sa lahat. It's Sunday once again, and surely this is also a fun day for each and every one of us.
Hello, my dear viewers of Sunday's Best. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. At naririto na naman tayo para magkulitan, Coach Bong, at pangitiin sila bago maplugin. Oo, kantahan at magbigay ng mga panalangin.
And we're back.
Yes.
So nakita ko yung advertisement ni Coach Bong. Sunday's Best.
Sunday's Best, parang kantahan yan, di ba?
Ayan, sabi niya, welcome to Sunday's Best daw. Welcome to sing on the show. Oh, wow. Palakpak na lang ako. Baka recitation ang gagawin.
Do not challenge us.
Baka mag-recitation lang ako dyan, Coach.
Wala lang kaming kontrata sa ngayon sa ibang coach, no? So singing namin, kakanta kami dyan.
Dapat may agent.
Si Anali, no?
Yes, Anali was saying something earlier, about teenagers na ayaw makipag-connect, sa mga relatives. Actually, parang feeling ko lahat tayo dumadaan dyan, no? Parang naiirita tayo sa mga aunties natin na maiingay, mga cousins natin na parang sobrang osyoso or osyosa sa mga ginagawa natin, di ba, no? Because when we go through that teenage phase, we discover other people, we have new friends. They are more interesting now than the family. We'd like to spend more time with them than we do with our family.
And especially now, mag-family reunion, di ba? May gadget kasi.
Gadget. So, nandyan sila, pero they're not interacting. They're not connecting with each other. No. So, that is where the role of the parents, or the elders, actually is very important. Na parang allow them still to have friends, allow them to connect with their friends, but still bring them back, encourage them, to also still connect.
And to do that is to lead by example.
Correct.
Oo, kasi minsan tayo mga parents, especially the children right now, is mas sila believe, mas naniniwala sila if you're doing it. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin no gadget, tayo rin no gadget. Okay? Pag sinabi natin no TV rin tayo.
Thankfully, no more TV.
Oo, pero yun eh. Halimbawa sa table, di ba? In-encourage natin ngayon na wala mo ng gadget. But if we see na ikaw, parent, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay? Sa mga parents, sinasabihan yung mga anak na tumahimik.
Yeah.
Okay? And pag hindi tumahimik, binibigyan ng gadget. Kasi mas maling tumahimik. Di ba?
Yeah, So, yan, no? So, yeah, I do agree, no, that may mga stage talaga na ganyan. But thankfully, no, with the help of the parents, no, we get to bring them back.
Yeah.
But not necessarily getting them to choose, no, give up one or the other. They can actually blend. They can actually marry that harmoniously. Friends and family. You don't have to give one up for the other.
And sa mga makikinig ng mga yung sinabi ng mga teenager, okay, pag ginagawa ng parents nyo na creating, deliberate effort na ipakilala kayo, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Kasi at least makilala nyo naman, di ba? Na, uy, meron pala akong relatives sa ganito, no? Family kami sa ganyan. No?
Yes.
So very
I
important.
remember when what's this? Lolo Nursing was still with us. Your dad, Papa Nursing was still with us. He would like connect, no? Like you say, sino tong si Mr. So and so? Anak yan ni dada, kapatid ni nung nasa ganito. He can connect everybody.
Yeah, connectedness. Kaya nga meron kaming family tree.
Yes.
No? Because the purpose is to connect. To connect kung saan ka, ba? Yung roots mo talaga hanggang saan ka. So it's really the connectedness na pinag-usapan.
Yeah.
And one time na may reunion tayo sa Cebu, di ba? Malit pa yung mga bata. I think it was Jan who asked na, or si Sandy na, di ba? Sabi natin na lahat nandito are Quintanars, di ba? Sabi niya, Dad, yung security guard, Quintanar din yun.
Yes, you wouldn't know.
But again, that's a very curiosity nila. Diba, na,
Yes, and you were saying earlier that so that we can teach our children to be connected, and it has to be by example. No, and admittedly, every now and then we're not very good models at that. No, so diba last week we were saying we were talking about the New Year's resolution. Tama ba? New Year's resolution, diba? And so
New
therefore,
Year, better me.
Better, yeah. Tama ba yun?
Yes.
New Year, better me.
So,
so as a way of developing connectedness, I think we can resolve, we can agree, and commit, no, to have some promises naman, so that we can establish connectedness in the family, no, or further develop connectedness in the family, di ba? Share naman kayo kung anong pwede niyong gawin dyan, no? So, like, for example, Dad, I'm very, very guilty because being so busy at work, na kahit nasa bahay ka, I was always mentioning, kasi kahit nasa bahay ka, kahit nasa bahay ako, hindi ko nakakausap yung mga bata kasi I'm always in front of the laptop doing marathon meetings from 8 o'clock up to 8 o'clock in the evening. Minsan wala pang, you have pa working lunch. Diba? So, I think a deliberate effort at making sure that you get to talk to them more.
Yeah.
Diba? Spending time with them more. No? Asking how they are.
Yeah. Ako naman, connectedness, simbay sa dito, di ba? Wala tayong katulong. So, halimbawa, may ginagawa yung anak mo to help. Helping is a connectedness.
Yeah.
Okay, hugas kami ng pinggan, ng anak ko. Nak, ikaw ang maghugas ng mga plates, ako dito sa But that deliberate effort is creating opportunity for connectedness.
Diba, habang inaano niyo yung malunggay, marami kayong pinag-usapan, mga history.
Tinuturuan ko siya, di ba? So connected this rather than ikaw nagte-text or ano ba dyan, di ba? Siya may ginagawa. Just communicate. Kumusta ka na again when you're doing, the frequency is there. Diba? The connectedness, meaning the attention is nandyan sa inyong dalawa.
And it removes that awkwardness.
Yes.
No? And rather than, parang piniprincipal sa office mo yung bata.
Yes.
Okay, sit down. What happened today? Anong sinasabi ng teacher mo? Blah, blah, blah. But if you're talking while doing something,
so
diba?
it's a coaching opportunity then.
Yes.
Every opportunity is a coaching opportunity.
Yes.
Okay,
Grab that opportunity. Because, there will come a time na, they will listen more to others than you.
Yeah. Totoo. totoo yan.
Correct?
No? Na mas naniniwala sa teacher kaysa parents. No?
Yes.
And a lot of parents will agree with me with that. No? Nakakausap na mas maniniwala pa yung mga anak nila sa teacher, no? Kaysa kanila daw.
Yes, and di ba, so we said, okay, let's talk to the children more. Okay, agree?
Yeah,
Agree?
yeah.
Okay, next. Okay, before we move forward, may sinasabi si Coach Loretta, trying to reach my children kasi they have their own corner in the house doing their own stuff, especially their gadgets. Mealtime is a time to be together. Tama, Coach Loretta. Minsan, no, kahit anong tawag, tinatawag mo, hindi sumasagot, pero nandyan lang naman. Nandyan pala yung earphones.
Ako nga, I have to tell you something na minsan yan ang source of nagagalit ako. Di ba? Love, kasi sabi ko palagi, no, alimbawa may emergency. Di ba? Kasi mayroon na palang nangyari. Example, di ba? Mayroon mag-fire yun or something. Pumasok. Wala silang hindi sila wala silang connectedness doon sa nangyari sa nila paligid nila.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, so yan, we have to be connected, no, sa nangyari. Halimbawa, nandito ka sa loob, but you're also listening kung ano yung sa natin sa gate, paligid.
Yeah.
Diba? So we have to be connected.
Correct. Okay, another thing, no, so that we can make more connections with the family. Let us resolve, to maintain being funny. Kasi di ba gano'n naman talaga, galaw-gaw ka naman talaga, pati ako. When we met, di ba, we are really very funny, silly people. But when we grew old, parang sobrang cranky na. Parang palagi na lang nagagalit. No, but, the children, I think they do find us funny. And I think we can maintain that right?
Yes.
Like, minsan, I embarrass them by, dancing. Minsan, bigla lang, nagsasayaw ako dyan, tinatawanan ako. Kasi I can never do what Rafi does, but I really try to beat them.
Yeah.
No, or I tell a funny joke, no, and you are very good at jokes.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, so kahit hindi sila tumatawa, no?
Kasi paulit-ulit.
Yeah.
Mag-ano ka na, mag-research ka na ng bagong jokes.
Hindi tumatawa na yung mga anak ko sa mga joke ko.
Kasi memorize na nila. No? So for all you know, they're taking notes of that so that when they have their own children, they'll tell the same jokes.
Same joke.
So that means you have to give them new jokes.
Yes.
No?
Tama.
Oo. No? So yan. And why do we want to be to maintain being funny or being silly or because when laughter actually the sound of laughter keeps us happy, and happiness when you are happy, you are more connected.
Yeah.
You'd like to be connected to happy people.
If you laugh, di ba? So, kumatawa ka sa jokes.
Ang daming tatawa with you, di ba? Pag iiyak ka, aapoy yung tao sa'yo.
Yes.
Tama ba? Ang logic.
Oo, tama. And yun, when laughter is a connection, no? It's a connectedness. No, pag nag-joke ka, tumatawa sila. So, it's actually mutual, di ba? Grabe ang connection dyan. Tumatawa kayong lahat. You're on the same frequency. No? So,
I think laughter should be a group activity. No?
Yeah.
While it's okay to laugh on your own once in a while, but it's scary. Nakakatakot yan pag palagi na lang ikaw lang tumatawa mag-isa, di ba?
Well, in fact, I was listening to Les Brown, no? Sa niya. Kasi part of my routine, no? Daily is to listen to equipping, part of my equipping. Sa cellphone. So, grabe siya, deliberate talaga, tumatawa, grabing tawa talaga niya, no? Sabi mo minsan, tawa na to, loko-loko. Pero he was telling us, yan nga, laughter is, siya, no? Yan, connectedness, and laughter releases hormones, positive hormones. Sabi niya, kung nandyan yan palagi, mahirap ang tamaan ng sakit. Sabi niya, wow, sabi ko, very valuable lesson yung Kaya grabe yung lutong-lutong ng tawa niya, no? Si Les Brown, no? The one who said that, sabi niya daw na a setback is a setup for comeback.
Yes.
Favorite ko yan.
So yung setback is do not consider it a failure. It's just as a setup for a great comeback.
Para bang umatras ka lang. Kasi actually, sa Bisaya pa ni kag builo. Buelo yan, di ba? Okay? Para bang nukad ka. Tawag yan sa Tagalog, para bang kumuha ng strength para to catapult you, no? Taka. Okay, so yun ang palagi yung sinasabi. But there's one thing na learn ko sa kanya. Yun ang tawa. Tawa ng tawa
Tawa.
lang talaga. Tawa
Correct. So
siya.
let's go back to learning to laugh at ourselves and laugh with others, especially with our children.
Yung laugh with yourself.
At yourself?
At yourself. Medyo yan medyo challenging yan kasi minsan nga sabi nga ni Coach Senas kanina, pero bang you are mas ka na, tumatanda na parang hindi na bagay. Pero no, walang exception yan. Wala exception.
Of course not.
Yeah,
of course not. It's okay. Even when you're 100,
Pero in fact, sa mga sa mga ginagawa ko sa mga talks ko, ability to laugh at yourself is, minsan I make myself yun yung para mag-character of the joke. Okay? Kasi yun ang ability na pwede mong i-accept ang na ikaw yung character kang pinagtawanan doon. So very important yan. Important.
Okay, another resolution we should resolve to be deliberately doing again is really to create memories, Dad, because with everything, more memories kasi with everything that has been happening, especially in the last 2 years, parang it brings the reality to our faces na parang at any time we can be separated or we can lose someone, diba? And it makes you think, what have you done with all the time that you were supposed to be together? No? Have you created enough memories, diba? So dapat Dad we should have more of that. So therefore, yung weekends natin, it doesn't have to be like an expensive trip. Although gusto ko rin 'yon, diba? But hindi naman tayo makakabiyahe. But remember when we used to go camping, diba? Ang sarap nun.
Yeah.
And it is something that the children can talk about, diba?
So ngayon lang talaga minsan ako rin we really want to do that. Kaya minsan lang talaga because of the takot ako personally, medyo takot nga, diba? Na pag lumalabas ka ngayon with the family, diba? Na pupunta ka sa isang lugar, dapat alamin mo lahat kasi with the increasing the increasing, but I agree with what you are saying.
We can go to open spaces, take a lot of pictures and all that.
Ako naman hindi limited lang sa labas because we can do that at home. 'Di ba? Okay, dito sa bahay, 'di ba? Yung mga may mga ginagawa, 'di ba? Everybody is ikaw, 'di ba? Ka ng mga halaman, 'di ba? Nagdilig ka ng halaman, yung iba so it's an activity actually that everybody is connected. This time parang daily chores. Diba? Sa amin sa school, sa seminary before, manualya. May time talaga na everybody is doing the same thing. And we are connected. Kasi pareho kami ng ginagawa. Although, iba-ibang task yung ginagawa namin.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
pero Daddy, mas gusto ko sana kasi yung memories that we build with the children. Beyond naman the household chores.
Yes, totoo yan. Totoo yan. No, agree naman ako doon
No, so yun, no. So baka pwedeng we also deliberately schedule, like for example, sana no weekends, no work on weekends, no. As much as possible, I tell my team na if you can schedule na walang meetings on a weekend, no activities on a weekend, please do so because you deserve to be with your family. We work so hard from Mondays to Fridays.
Yeah.
And so therefore, this weekend, dedicate to our families.
Yes. So yan, but again, medyo challenge kasi with my line of work ito yung kasi free ng mga rin ng mga clients. But I agree with you, no? Hindi ko naman isasabi na I agree na kailangan you have to create opportunities to connect.
Correct.
Because you're creating memories. You're creating memories.
Just make sure the anniversary and birthday weekend nothing declaring ba sa buong Pilipinas.
Yes.
Okay, so we've talked about being able to talk with our children more, being more funny, laughing at ourselves and with our children, creating more memories. One very important thing to stay connected, is really to get off the gadgets. Get off the gadgets, So just set them aside. Ang sarap pa rin ang feeling na yun, Dad. Kasi parang, di ba, minsan, even when you go to sleep, there's something there. Pero,
alam ko yan kasi natutulog ako, wala akong ganyan.
Di ba? But, like, for example, di ba, when one time we went to an area where there's no connection, and so nobody could reach us, and we, hindi din natin sila matitext kasi wala namang signal. So we are forced to really, interact with each other. Diba? So I think it's good that we unplug. Like one whole day, no gadget. Pwede kayo yun?
Merong sa abroad, merong isang resto na they are offering to their customers parang 10 or discount no, pag walang gadget.
Wow.
And the parents are really happy. Pero yung mga bata, kita ko yung picture, di ba?
Yeah, kasi nga, di ba, it's very sad. You go to the restaurant, spend so much on the food, but that's just it. You don't even get to talk to each other
kasi
because
lahat,
lahat under
challenge talaga yun siya. Okay. Kasi yun lang ang mga bata, they want to be connected also.
With others.
But
actually, I don't think sometimes it's not just, being connected with friends. Sometimes they're just doing the games.
Yeah, or
watching a video.
Baka sabihin yung traditional ako na parent. Diba? Because I'm a traditional parent.
Yeah.
Kasi sinasabi ko palagi yan, di ba? Pag sa trabaho natin, love, di ba? As managers, no? As leaders. Pag importante yan, tatawag yan. Di ba? Ako, ganun ang prinsipyo ko eh. Di ba? Pag importante yan, tatawag yan. Maging miss call yan. Okay? Siguro pwede mong balikan. Pero pag hindi naman yan, nagte-text yan, pwede mong sagutin later yan. Okay?
Alam mo, Dad, sa company namin, there's this initiative that I really appreciate na ginawa nila. It's allocating one day na no meetings, okay, so that people can focus on what needs to be done. And days before, let's say there's a weekend, there's a holiday. The day before that is usually parang early, pwedeng mag-early off so that you can you can go and spend the holiday, really enjoy the holiday with your family.
Yes.
No, so I really appreciate that. Na recognize yan ng company.
Yeah.
Kasi nga with the advent of WFH, it feels like work is actually really encroaching in the home right now. No, so it's also good that companies are also sensitive to making sure that families do not get so
Januaries
much
are usually strategic planning, mga kick-offs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what Coach Shenas is saying is it's very important to recalibrate. No, recalibrate. No, tingnan natin ulit yung mga guidelines natin, yung mga ways of working natin, no, na ano ba siya, no, align ba siya sa sign of times. Okay, yung mga ginagawa ng company nila na yan, may mga special arrangement, no? O kasi baka masyado na tayong
there's too much focus on work.
Transactional na lang tayo.
Right.
Wala na tayong relationship, no?
It's actually the company recognizing that the employee is also not just an employee, but also part of a family.
Yes.
And so therefore, when you take care of him and his family, he is able to be more productive.
Yes.
Right?
And mayroon ako makilala that they are reaching out to the family. Okay, sa ako binawas sa corporate ganun ang ginagawa ko. It's a deliberate effort to really know the family.
Yes. May sinasabi si Coach Loretta, we like to travel together.
Yes.
Ako din, Coach, gusto ko din, pero si Coach Cesar sobrang busy. Sama na lang ko sa inyo, Coach.
Yeah, pasamahin mo to.
Or you give us ideas where to go kasi we're always very scared. No, so give us an ideas
noon
where
kasi
to go.
Pag may mga activities ako, sinasama ko, di ba, kinagawa ko niya noon na may mga out of towns, mga activities kasama. Kaya lang, ngayon medyo kasi, di ba, takot ako sorry. Takot ako. Meron akong mga dyan, reservation.
Yeah.
Reservation ngayon sa mga ganyan.
All right, one more thing that we can also start doing so that you can develop connectedness more in the family is let's take up a hobby or something new. Let's try something new. Diba? Ano kaya? Exercise.
Kasi kami nag-walking
We tried walking and the children surrendered.
But kaming dalawa palagi on weekends,
Yeah,
di ba?
why not?
Pwede natin ibalik yun. But yun na nga, minsan na-off kasi takot tayo, di ba? Naglalakad
okay lang sa open air, Daddy. Basta
open
wag
air,
lang,
yes.
try natin.
Yeah.
And Gaby and I, we are also into coloring, di ba? And that's something that we share, di ba? And then there's cooking as well that, the whole family actually enjoys doing. That's, doing
Kaya mahirap
something
bumalik
together.
ng balik alindog.
Kasi gustong-gusto magluto
kasi
all the
yung
way.
mga bata, hindi mo naman kainin, di ba? Ano naman. Anyway, and love, no, there's one thing that is really important in connectedness. No?
Yes.
Which, ginagawa rin natin, no? Para bang medyo na lang tayo because of, parang nangyari, prayer.
Prayer.
Yeah, kami, di ba? Meron tayong noon, di ba? Nagsusum tayo with the Cebu, natin, family.
Na-stop lang nung Odette.
Yes.
Na-stop nung Odette kasi walang connection.
Yes, so very important talaga na connectedness na na you pray, alam mo na connected ka doon sa family mo, diba?
And it's good, no? Kasi when the pandemic started, parang it actually brought us closer.
Yes.
No, and taught us to, go back to praying together.
Connectedness to God.
Yes.
Yan ang pinaka-importante talaga
Connecting in the spirit, no?
Yeah.
Yung spirituality natin.
Oo, na kahit na hindi ka makasimba, but you have, may online. But the point is this intentional effort on your part, to really connect, to connect. And yun na nga, sabi ni Cosenas kanina, if there's really, something in this pandemic is, na-refresh tayo na the connection with God is hindi kailangan ng signal.
Correct.
Kahit na walang wifi,
Oh.
walang 24/7, nandyan yan palagi. And we just have to to connect kasi nandyan lang siya palagi. And prayer is when you talk to God, that's your connectedness. And when you read the Bible, it's God talking to you.
Correct.
Okay, so those are the things na about connectedness.
Correct. I really, really, really agree there. What else? What else do we do what else can we do to establish connectedness, Dad, in the family?
Siguro tawag nito yan, sabi ko nga kanina, this is the best time to really connect with your loved ones. Example, sa listahan mo, sa phone book mo, meron kang mga tao na hindi na nakakausap.
Yes.
Di ba? Hindi ka nakakausap. Kumustahin mo lang kasi tayo, like lang, okay yun, pero there's more to that
Yeah, reaching out to
reaching
them.
out to them, kumusta ka na? And this time is the best time na kukumustahin mo ang tao.
Correct.
No? Yeah. So, yun ang pinaka-importante. I do that before na, randomly, di ba? Tatawagan, kumustahin.
Kaya lang may mga tao din talaga na minsan napaparanoid sila, no? When people message them and say kumusta, it's always they probably think na may business na i-represent o may kailangan.
Yes. No.
Maybe guys, minsan let's just that people are just genuinely interested or genuinely concerned about what's going on with you.
Very good point.
No, so
very good point. Kasi sanay tayo na pagtatawa may kailangan. Totoo naman yan. So let's change the mindset. Hindi natin
or baka kailangan lang talaga to connect with you again.
Yes, to connect with you. Kasi yun na nga the reality is minsan, di ba? Very sad, malaman mo na lang, di ba? Na na pala siya, he's connect with the other world. Di ba?
Na-disconnect na sa atin.
Yeah, so anong feeling mo? Nagsisisi ka minsan, di ba? Sayang, hindi ko nagawa. Okay, so ngayon, this is an opportunity for us. Perhaps a wake-up call, a refresher. Create connection, connectedness. We have to connect with each other.
Dad, one more thing before we wrap up.
Yep.
One thing that I learned from the children, from our kids, when about connectedness, when they write us, when they send us notes by text or just by drawing or writing something or
si Gaby, may nilagay sa keyhole, sa keychain ko kanina.
Ano sabi?
Parang letter X. Ay, alam ko heart na. Half yun sa'yo yun X senas yun, di ba? Pero that's connectedness, di ba? May expression siya.
Yeah, when she was very small, di ba? She left. She actually loves to leave notes for us. Like she would make orange juice and put a note that I made orange juice for you, mommy. But I tasted some of it just to make sure it's good. So she said she leaves like this much na lang orange juice. So if the glass is like this high but the orange juice is this small na lang because she tasted it. But what makes it very sweet are the messages that she leaves. No? So we can learn from that.
Yes. Okay. So
sulatan mo ako.
Oo, yes. Sulatan. Ako, I do that. Di ba? Palagi akong
lista yun
nagsulat ako. Hindi ako masyado sa text. no, sa mga ginusulatan ko siya.
Yes.
Okay?
I think we've learned a lot today, and you've
Mhm.
also heard from our viewers, no?
Mhm.
What they think about connectedness. Please get in touch with us if you have more ideas, no? Mag-chat lang po kayo. We will also reply to you, no,
Yes.
on this video. And don't hesitate to share the video. Please do share, even after this live viewing has been live show has been ended, no? So please share. Okay, that wrap up.
Okay, so message ko lang sa inyo, no, na connectedness is a deliberate effort. Okay, so you have to make a decision, you need to make a choice that you want to be connected.
Yeah.
Kasi sometimes you take for granted, and the things that you took for granted are very important.
Yes.
Okay, and to see that I'm busy is a myth. Okay, a person daw will always find time if the things are important for him. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I'd also like to end with you guys. Yes, thank you, Coach Loretta. Just reminding you that connectedness is not just through the mind. When we get in touch with somebody, when you communicate with somebody, it's really just usually about exchanging ideas and all. No, but please, let it go further, deeper down, and let it be a connection of hearts.
Yeah.
No? So hearts, so that we are being able to really bind families together. All right, and
Heart that listens.
hearts that listen. Yes, no. So yes, with that we end today's episode, no, on Choose Family Tuesday. We hope we were able to give you some insights on connectedness. All right, and we hope that when you put off the video later, you get to think on how you can also do exercise or develop connectedness in your own family.
When you wake up tomorrow, ano ba yung first na pwede niyong gawin to really create that opportunity?
Hug agad.
Oo. To connect to the people, especially yung medyo nakakalimutan na.
Correct.
Nakakalimutan na.
Correct. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for being with us tonight. We look forward to being with you again next week on Chooseday, here on Choose Family Tuesday on Hearts That Listen. And because dito sama-sama sa TLC. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thanks.